Gold Lashes. Gold Lashes. About to show you how to get this business poppin'. Lashes. Gold Lashes. Let's start the video, shall we? What's up, everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Javon Denise. That's JAVONDENISE, and welcome to my YouTube. So today's video is going to be a highly requested video from my Instagram. A lot of people were asking me how I started my eyelash business, what steps you needed, etc., etc. And instead of sending messages to a bunch of people, I just decided to make one video, and this would be the start off to my entrepreneur business vlog. So this is day one, I guess you could say. It's kind of late in the afternoon. I meant to film this morning, but I woke up very late because quarantine. I woke up at like noon almost, and then I still had to do a bunch of stuff around the house before I could sit down and film. And then I had a few customers drop by to buy some lashes, so today's been kind of busy, but this video is gonna happen one way or another. Anyways, while you're here, go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can get notified for all my new content and all my business vlogs going forward. All right, you guys, so as I said before, this is a super highly requested video, and I'm so excited to do it because at the end, I do have a surprise for you guys. So sorry, I'm about to spoil it. Never mind, I'll keep my mouth shut. Wait till the end of the video to see the big surprise, and then I will leave all of my information down below. If you guys watch this video and decide you want to buy some lashes from me, I will leave all that information in the description box down below. So for today's video, as I said before, we are going to go over all the steps, not every single little detail, but the most common sense steps that a lot of people miss when they're trying to do wholesale business or do any selling and finding vendors and things like that. So we're going to go over all that. We're going to go over all the rules, tips and tricks, and not only tips and tricks, but we're going to go over what exactly do you need? What can you, if you can't get everything at once, what can you get by with until you can get everything? Because I'm in that same position. So here is my journal. So this is my journal that I keep with me for everything. It has my orders in here. It has video ideas in here. It has this is a tiny notebook, but literally almost every page is full, and it has a lot of stuff in it. It has client information, which I'm getting a binder so I could separate that, have a clienteling book, and then, yeah, you know what I mean. But as for right now, everything is in here. It's so cute. I got it at Walmart for $2 in case y'all are looking for a notebook. You guys know I love pink. Pink is my aesthetic. That is what I am. Glitter is also my aesthetic, so this was just perfect. So I have everything written down here, all my major keys to success that I'm going to go over with you guys. I'm so excited. Let's get down to business. Get your notebook. Go. All right, cool. You're back. You got a pen? Yes. Awesome. Cool. All right. So the first and most important step is deciding that this is for you. So it sounds self-explanatory, but I'm going to explain it very thoroughly because I don't think a lot of people understand that just because you like lashes and you wear lashes, that doesn't necessarily mean that you should be selling them or this is a fitting business for you. So deciding that this is for you, and then ways to decide that really is just are you passionate about it? Do you love lashes to the point where if you had to sell them every day, would you be tired of it? Or would you not want to empower women with the feeling of brand new lashes. That is my tagline. Please do not take it. But if do you want to, what is your goal? Like, think about your goals and think about where you're trying to be 5 years, 10 years, 20 years down the line. And if you're really trying to build a business, then this is the most important step, because you don't want to start selling stuff and then you realize you don't like it, and then there's all that investment money down the toilet. And it's hard enough to get money. It's even harder losing money. Losing money is harder than getting money. You know what I mean? Easy to get, easy to lose. It's not a good playing field. So you want to make sure you set yourself up for success. You don't want to start selling lashes if you don't have a demographic for it. And I mean by if you and everyone doesn't wear lashes, or you do makeup but none of your clients like lashes or things like that, like, it might be a little bit harder for you to sell. So keep those things in mind. I do believe that your environment and stuff plays a huge part in your success as a business. Me personally, I hang around a lot of industry people, and that's like any industry, beauty industry, like they do like filming stuff, things like that. So I hang around people that are always seen on camera and always want their makeup done or always want something extra. So that is the easy sell for me. But yours might not be the same. You might live in a small town and don't know anyone there, and the population is like 12 and nobody wears makeup. That's totally non-existent for the world we live in today, but I'm just giving you an example. Like, you have to make sure that there's a market for what you're trying to do, and making sure that this is right and it's okay and it feels good to you to be selling. And especially if you're not a natural seller, you have to train yourself to sell your stuff at least. If you can't sell anything else, sell yourself. Like, just you as a brand. Just you as a brand, and then sell your product if you can't naturally sell. So that is rule. Step 2 is map out your business plan. So as I said before, you want to make sure that once you decide, yes, I want to sell lashes, yes, this is the business for me, this is right up my alley. Once you make that decision, now you need to set up your business plan. The ultimate plan of execution, the undefeated, like, foolproof, nobody can put their hands on it, nobody can touch it plan. Like, this is the plan. Like, solid, rock solid. Even if you, like, obviously most plans kind of go to crap at some point, or like there's a little twist and a little turn and this and that. I would also say write out alternatives to your business plan. So for example, if your business plan is to open a storefront and you found out last year that your business is not making enough money for a storefront, an alternative to that could be selling online and opening an online boutique. So things like that, like finding a plan B and always finding a way to get your products out there, finding a way to keep your buzz going and keep your name in people's mouths is super duper important. Networking is and should be the most ultimate part of your business plan. That should be always, always, always number one. You should always be trying to find places to go, people to meet, people to talk to everywhere you go, and you should always carry your cards with you. I don't care where you're going. You could be going to the freaking grocery store. You better have some cards in your purse, because you never know, especially if you go in, and you look like me, or not even like me, but just like a goddess. You got your makeup done, you got your cute little outfit on, like, you're snatched. You come in the store, you're snatched, you look good, you're just buying milk, but you're snatched. You coming in with that kind of energy, and then Miss Susie stops you and she's like,
"Oh, you look good. Where did you get your lashes from?"
And you tell her, "Oh, I sell lashes."
"Really, I've been looking for lashes. Blah, 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 blah. Do you have information?"
Do you know how bad it looks when you tell them,
No, I don't have anything on me.
Especially if they're a little bit older demographic, because a lot of them don't have social media. A lot of them don't use like really anything on their phone past texting. So you want to make sure that you are able to reach every single person everywhere you go in any way you can. So that is super important. But I got a little sidetracked talking about networking. But that is the most important part of your business plan, is figuring out how you're going to network, what events you need to be seen at, whose events you need to be at. I also recommend going to events that don't really cater to what you're trying to do, like not too far fetched. Like, you probably wouldn't set up a booth or like go sell at like a pet store, especially if you sell mink lashes. Like, they will shun you. Don't go there. But I'm just saying, like, you wouldn't go to like an animal event, an animal friendly event for that, But you would go to, or you could go to like anything beauty related. You could go to like an art festival. You could go to like um like one of those, like it's like a DIY kind of like crafting thing. You could go there. You can, like, it's just many possibilities of like events and places to go and where to be seen at. Obviously, you would want to stick close and kind of focus more events toward your like actual like business model, but also set yourself up for success. Talk to the right people at the event. Find out who's coordinating the event. Go talk to the coordinator. Find out who is in charge of what and talk to those people. Like, put your face and your name everywhere you go. Your name is all you have. So that's extremely essential to building your business and keeping your business, because your name is always on people's lips. It's always on people's minds. They never forget. So that's one way to map out your business plan, is put that in there. And then also just think about where you want to be down the line, like 10 years, 5 years. Do you want to still just sell lashes, or do you want to add something to it, or do you want to do you want to start selling makeup with it? Do you want to start selling clothes with it? Like, you have to think about all of that. So your business plan, what you're going to sell, where you're going to sell it, how you're going to sell it, and who is your audience? Who is your target audience? Me personally, my target audience is pretty much anyone. Like, obviously, I'm not going to deny sell to anyone. I'm not crazy. But most of the people that I sell to, my target audience is the LGBT community, because that's where I hang out most and that's my circuit mostly. And then also teenage girls and like women myself, like my age group. Like, I want to say, if I had to put like a number with it, it'd be like 17 to like 45, I guess. I don't know. I'm not trying to assume nobody's age, okay? Just saying. I don't know. But somewhere in that realm is my audience. So think about all that stuff when you are making your business plan, because you want to make sure that you execute it how you want it to go. And then even if you have to throw in some alternatives to kind of make it work, or like if you need to do a little tweaking here and there or make some stuff shake just so you can get to the ultimate goal, that is fine. You set up your business plan and then you put how you're going to do it. You're going to set it up like, this is my plan. I want to have a store. But then you're going to also put in that same plan, how am I going to get my store? What am I going to get my store? Like, where am I going to have it? Who am I going to sell to? XYZ. Step 3 is finding your vendor. So if you guys don't know, if you're not familiar with the term vendor, a vendor is someone or some place that manufactures the products that you're trying to sell. They give it to you at a wholesale price. So say, for example, obviously we're using lashes, so the lash vendor will probably sell you the same pair of lashes you saw at Ulta for $9. They'll sell them to you for like $3. So it's like that. So they give everything to you at a wholesale price, And the best places and the best way to find a vendor that I've found, it takes, first of all, let me just go off and say that it takes a long time to find a good quality vendor. It takes a long time. It took me,
Oh my god, you guys, my hands, sorry, my hands are so ashy, like all this hand washing. Sorry, I'm sorry.
I got so sidetracked. I apologize. But it does take a while to find a vendor. So what I found was that going on Instagram, AliExpress, Alibaba, I think they're the same thing, but they're like two different web pages. So AliExpress, Alibaba, Instagram. You can find a few on Facebook, but I would just be careful. Honestly, I'd be careful with any social media findings of vendors, and I'm going to tell you why. So I would be careful with that because and ask as many questions as you possibly can. I can make a whole nother video of like as part of the vlog of like things to look out for when you're looking for a vendor, but just like a few like quick, off top of my head, like pro tips when you're looking for a vendor is to make sure that they have a web page you can look at. Two, that they accept a secure form of payment. So the secure form of payment, the most secure form of payment is PayPal. My personal opinion, but I believe it because they have invoices with it. All the names of everything is like tracked on the one invoice. So you can see everything. Like you can see everything. There's nothing that is being hidden from you. Like they're not tapping into your, none of that stuff. So you can see everything. So most of the time when I was looking for vendors, if they didn't accept PayPal, it was a turn off. Like I will not do my business through Cash App. I take Cash App payments for lashes, but as far as like sending out for them, because a lot of it is overseas, if I'm sending money overseas, I want to make sure that I have a secure form of payment and some sort of paper trail in case something goes wrong. Even if you have a trusted vendor, things can, sometimes slip up. So the best way, like I said, the best way to find a vendor is doing your research. It takes a while. It took me roughly 6 months to find a good vendor because I had one and then I realized that I was overpaying them for products. I was like way overpaying them. And then the second vendor I had, the turnaround time wasn't where I wanted it to be. So what I mean by that is like if say you start running your business and you run out of lashes, obviously you need to order more before you can obviously sell again to the public because you need product to sell, right? So you want to make sure whatever vendor you have has a decent turnaround time in the event of, oh shoot, I didn't realize I was running out of lashes. Now I'm out and I need to place an order. The minimum days, in my personal opinion, that you should wait, actually the max number of days you should wait, in my opinion, is like 12. Because I know it's overseas, but like I wouldn't wait more than 2 weeks for lashes. And if you're waiting more than 2 weeks, that's probably not the vendor for you because it shouldn't be taking that long. The only time it should take that long is if there's like a Chinese holiday or like something going on in their country. But most of the time they will tell you like, okay, so we're on holiday right now, or this is the time that we're the busiest. They'll let you know. Like most of them should and will let you know, like communicate like busy peak times and things like that for them. So that should be communicated from jump. Also, communication is a super duper key. If your vendors do not communicate with you, meaning like say you place an order for some samples and they're not giving you a tracking number, they're not giving you any information in regards to stuff you need information on, it's not the vendor, and most likely the quality is not the best. But we'll get into like quality checks and stuff in that later. But yes, so finding a vendor, make sure they're trusted. Also, it should be noted, I want to go off and say this. Please do not ask other entrepreneurs for their vendor information. And I'm saying this because it is very rude. It's rude because it is a lot of hard work finding a vendor. It is a lot of staying up late because a lot of these vendors are in China and you have to stay up till like 4 in the morning talking to them because they're 12 hours apart from us. So sometimes you're up and you're setting things up, or you're like talking to different vendors at one time, and like sometimes it's a lot, you're planning and things like that. So you will be up late a lot of the time. You will stay up, you will be tired, you will be stressed. You will be stressed and you will be drained. For sure. 110%. I forgot
what I was gonna say.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So I had a brain fart. But yeah, so don't ask people for their vendors because it is a lot of work to find one. And I get it. Like, I get it. Some people just don't want to put in that much time and effort. But if you're not even willing to put in the time and effort to make sure that you have quality product, then should you even be running a business? Just, I know some of y'all, like, that just dawned on y'all right now. Like,
I ain't got to be staying up till 4 o'clock talking to people.
I know it just dawned on you. Like, and I'm not shading you. I'm just saying sometimes we need that like aha moment. Like, nah, like maybe I shouldn't do this. But don't let that discourage you, because sometimes you won't stay up till 4. Maybe it'll be till 3. You don't know. Like, it's totally unpredictable. But don't ask people for their vendor information unless they make a post and say, I am selling my vendor. And what that means is, if you guys are not familiar with that, if you find someone saying that they're selling their vendor, it means that they are going to charge you a fee to give you the vendor information, which is totally fair. I feel it's totally fair because the person did do all the work for you, and you're basically just getting like, here, like, you're getting the freebie per se, like you're getting the information without doing anything. So it's only right that you would pay for it. The same way that if you wanted to go to like a makeup class or like a music class or something like that, you would pay for the information and the knowledge that they're giving you. So, and there's a lot of websites too that if you can't find one like on Instagram, or you're like weary about it, there are websites like Boss Palace. And there's another one, but I can't think of it right now. I think it's myvendorlist.com. Don't quote me on that. I'll link it down below, but I'm not really sure if it's... I know Boss Pals for sure, because I've bought other vendors, like other type of vendors from them. I just did a leak on myself, but stay tuned for that. So yeah, so Boss Palace, you could go on there and buy a vendor list from them. You can go to other websites and buy vendor lists as well. Those ones do have secure payment methods as well, so you will be buying the vendor from them if if you per se don't feel like looking, or you just want to jump right in. Like, I'm not judging. If you just want to jump right in and you don't feel like doing all that, totally fine. But I recommend going through a website if that's the case, so that you know that you're getting good information, and you should probably pay for a vendor if you don't feel like doing the work. But all in all, I definitely recommend that you try your very best to find a vendor yourself, or try to do the work yourself. At least try. If you decide that that's not for you, you don't feel like looking, you don't feel like going through all the guesswork if somebody's good or not, which I totally understand because I had that phase myself. If you feel that way, then yes, go ahead and buy a vendor. But I recommend doing the work first, because I feel like you get so much more like accomplishment feeling from it. Like, yes, I picked this person. I chose her. And that's why my product is the way that it is. Personally, after my vendor fiasco, I love my vendor now. Like, I love her. Like, she is so cool. She goes out of her way. First of all, like the first time that I ever ordered from her, she went out of her way to send me videos of where they set everything up on WhatsApp. Like, oh, by the way, before I finish, WhatsApp is the major key in your lash business or wholesale ventures, you need a WhatsApp, because a lot of these vendors, they are located in China and overseas. So you need to be able to talk to them on WhatsApp, and you don't want to be running up your phone bill doing it on your regular phone. So WhatsApp is the way to go. Anyways, she went out of her way to send me a whole video of the warehouse, how they clean, how they sanitize, all that stuff. And then when I tell her, okay, these are the lashes I want, then she goes out of her way to send me a video of the lashes. Like, she'll FaceTime you, all that stuff. Like, she is freaking amazing. I love her. Shout out to you. Which brings me to step 4. So now that you've found your vendor, let me just make the scenery for you. Found the vendor, you're on WhatsApp, you're asking questions. The main questions that you should be asking your vendor while you're in this conversation, before you put any money down, before you even pull out your card, sis or bro, before you do that, before any of that happens, you need to be asking the following. What is your minimum quantity? Your minimum quantity. The reason why you need to ask this is because a lot of lash vendors will charge you if you don't buy a certain amount. Obviously, they're going to charge you for the amount you buy, but there's like an extra fee if you don't buy, or if you don't buy the certain amount that they're saying. So if you, and it's a big fee too. I think it's like an extra, for some. I'm not speaking for all of them, but for one of the ones that I dealt with in the past, the extra fee was like $75 because I ordered less than the allotted amount. So you're paying for the lashes on top of that, on top of shipping. So you're spending more. So you want to get the minimum quantity. A lot of them will say that if they're crap, I'm so sorry. Y'all know I'm still new and I have a hard time talking. But they'll say, a lot of them will say, oh, it's 50, it's 100, 200. You want to make sure, I want to put this out there, do not feel pressured by, unless it's a really good vendor and you like can't afford to lose this vendor, then buy whatever you feel is right for you. But do not let them tell you a MOQ of 200 is way too much. That is way too much, especially if you are just starting out. You may not be able to sell 200 lashes, like not right away. You might like, don't let me discourage you. You totally might. But that is a lot, especially getting it here, and they're going to charge you shipping no matter what. It's not like Fashion Nova, you spend $75 and then it comes to your house for free. Like, no, they're going to charge you shipping no matter what, and then an international fee and all that stuff. So you have to put that math in your mind. Unless you can afford to buy 200 lashes and then you know for a fact you're going to be able to flip it into 2,000 from selling, or even more than 2,000 from selling, then yes, do it by all means. But if you're not like 100% sure, or you're like not feeling good, don't do it. Like, don't do it. Like, because I know a lot of these vendors will pressure people into buying more than they need, or just buying, period. Like, don't let them pressure you. If you're not comfortable with a certain vendor, or you still want to look around, say that. And then if they're still like poking, then just like leave that vendor alone, because there's no need to be that pushy. And it makes it stressful, because essentially your vendor is your business partner. So you guys are investing in one another. So you have to make sure it's somebody that you can trust and that you're comfortable with, that isn't going to make you feel like you have to do this or you have to do that. Like, they're getting their money regardless. It's harder on you when you have too many lashes that you can't sell. So definitely ask about minimum quantity. You want to ask about time frame for shipping and processing, because a lot of them do have like a processing day of like, most of the time it's like 3 to 5 days, or two to 4 days. It just 1 to 3 days. It really just depends on, you know, who you go through and how they do their stuff. My personal vendor takes about, she's quick, because I ordered last week and I got them yesterday. So yeah, she's pretty quick. Like, the turnaround time is like boom. Like, she be on it. My girl be on it, okay? On it. So you want to ask about turnaround time. You want to ask about, you want to ask to see their catalog as well. You want to ask to see their catalog. So a catalog is basically what it sounds like. It's a catalog. They're gonna send you pictures of all the lashes they offer. So some of them will offer up to, like, I think 30 mm, or whatever the biggest mm is. I think it's 30. I'm pretty sure it's 30. Up to 30 mm. So it'll start like 16, 18, 20, 25, 30, etc., etc., so on and so forth. Some of them offer silk lashes, mink lashes, like just different stuff, So also that goes to say what other offerings do you have other than mink lashes, because there are some vendors that do offer silk lashes or faux minks and things like that. So if you have a clientele that's not into mink, because obviously, unfortunately, minks are animals, and you get where I'm going with this. So some people are not comfortable wearing lashes like that. So if there is a vendor that you find and they also have silk lashes, I definitely recommend investing in those, so that you have an option for people who don't want to deal with that. Just gave you a free business tip. You are welcome. And you want to ask about sorry, and then you want to ask about price per unit. So price per unit is it's price per unit. So a single pair of lashes, these are one of mine, by the way. So a single pair of lashes, say you could ask them, hey, so I know your MOQ is 50. What is your price per unit? So, because you want to be able to do math. And then this also helps you figure out how much you should charge for your lashes. And this also helps you figure out what you're going to get back. Like, you figure out what you're spending, and then you figure out what you're going to get back off of what you spent. So let's say the MOQ is 50 and the lashes are $3.50 per unit. So you could sell your lashes for $10.
You know what? Y'all do that math on your own, because I can't math. And I don't know why I got on here trying to sound all prolific and profound like I can math, because I can't math. At least not right this second. But I'll have the answer at the end of the video. Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure.
And then also too, while you are communicating with your vendors, it is super important, and I encourage all of you guys to do this, is to ask them about samples. Order samples first. Do not
order any lashes to sell until you get samples.
Because, I'll tell you why. Because nothing is worse than getting lashes like so. Giant box of lashes. They all suck. You sell them, and everybody and their mama is talking crap about you on Facebook because your lashes are weak and they're trash because you didn't try them first. So don't do that. Don't do that. Don't jump the gun and just order all these lashes. Don't do it. Like, I am begging you. That did not happen to me, by the way. It didn't happen to me. because I ordered samples. Every vendor situation that I've had, I ordered a sample from, so I could learn what their quality was like. How was the band? Was the band strong? Was it durable? Is it easy to clean? Things like that. Like, so I could learn all this stuff and see what I like, because I'm not going to sell something I don't like, period. I'm not selling you anything if I don't like it. If I don't like it, you're not even going to see me with it in my inventory or have me have it on. I will not even carry it. Like, it's a no-go. So if you see me selling it, I've worn it, I've tried it, and I like it. I do not just order stuff and go off of faith. Like, that's just not how I am. I'm very, you have to be logical, especially when you're investing in something like this. So order samples, whichever ones you like, you can ask them. Most of the time for the samples, they're gonna charge you whatever the price per unit is. So say you want to try, like, I say whatever's in their inventory. If they have like a 16, a 18, a 20, a 25, and a 30 mm, I would say get one lash in each category so you could see the range, how they all look on you, and then you could start taking, you could use those samples and start taking pictures to promote your lash brand. So even if you don't have all the stuff yet, you could just start taking pictures. Obviously, people are gonna like look at your pictures on the gram and be like, damn, where'd she get those lashes from? Those are fire, girl, blah, 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 blah. Then you could be like, oh, stay tuned. You know, you start building your buzz that way. So definitely samples are a must, a must. And then if you don't wear lashes, but you're trying to sell them, I'm not judging you, but I definitely think you should start taking a look at that, because people want to buy from salespeople that they trust. I wouldn't let somebody do my hair if their hair looked fine. Just saying. Sorry for the shade. Just putting that out there. You're welcome. And my last tip. So tip number 5, as we said about samples, I would say tip 5 is to save your money. Because if you decide, say you get your samples and you decide that you like what you have, you're like, yes, like these are winners, I love it, favorite, yes, come on, let's do this. You decide that, and then you want to place your order. And you want to do this as soon as possible, in my opinion, as soon as possible. It's not a rush, but it's as soon as possible. So if soon as possible for you is 3 months after you ordered those samples, that's as soon as possible. If it's a year later, that's as soon as possible. It's literally what it means, as soon as possible. Not like, damn, I got these samples on Thursday, I wore one. Now Saturday, I need to place my order. If that's as soon as possible for you, then yes, by all means. But take your time, but put your foot on your neck, is what I'm saying. So save your money and make sure anybody that you're buying stuff from is validated by anybody or anything. So website, PayPal, things like that. Using all these steps to get started. And then now I'm going to leave you with a few, not bonus tips, somewhat bonus tips. They're basically just other stuff you might need for when your journey starts. So we already talked about this guy. You most certainly and most definitely need a notebook. You need some pens, a label maker. I got my label maker at Walmart. It was like $18 and it comes with the label tape, the little paper that goes in there. And then all you need is batteries to operate it. And then you're going to use that label maker to like print your names on your boxes and things like that. You also need a label printer. I don't have one yet. I'm getting one. But a label printer is going to be for you to print your shipping labels, to print like it's basically like a laminate printer. So you print your shipping labels on it, and then if you do decide to make labels with your logo and stuff on the back, you can put them on the back. My stickers are in my little fake office room, so I'll show you guys those stickers at the end of the video. You need that. You need a scale so you can weigh your packages when you're sending them out to people. Bubble mailers. You need tissue paper. Like, you need to decide how your presentation is going to be when you give it to your customers. When I mail my stuff to customers, I have tissue paper. I have pink tissue paper because aesthetic. Pink tissue paper. I wrap it up, and then I have chunky glitter. I have gold chunky glitter, and I take like just a tiny little and I dash it in there, wrap it, close it up, send it off. And then same thing when I do deliveries for lashes. When I deliver lashes locally, I have little small black gift bags, and then I stuff it how I do the envelopes, and then I tie a bow around it. So it's all depends on how you want to do your stuff, and decides whatever else you're gonna need inventory wise, because all that stuff is part of your inventory. Just because it's not lashes, you know, that stuff is also part of your inventory. Your lashes, yes, are your main inventory, but your packaging, your all that, like, this is all part of your inventory, because actually your vendors charge you for the boxes as well. So you get charged for the lashes and the boxes. Some vendors, not all, because some vendors do have like free boxes, but if that doesn't fit your like brand, that doesn't fit what you're picturing, don't pay for the other box. Because me personally, like, I have black boxes as well. So my black boxes look like this. So this is like my original box. These are my like OGs. Like, this is my OG box. And the pink boxes are for my hot girl collection. It's not officially named that. I'm naming it something else. I just don't know what else. But it's like summertime. Like, these are like summertime, like pull time. I was thinking of like strawberry margaritas, channeling this. And also, as I said before, pink is my aesthetic. Pink in all shades. Rose gold, hot pink, pink, like all the pinks, okay? Like, that's my aesthetic. So, but these are like my summer, like my little summer collection. So cute. But yeah, like, decide what your aesthetic is, and then you decide what boxes you're gonna get for your inventory. So those are like the main things that you need. Let me think of like a bonus tip. I feel like I have some bonus tips that I like didn't write down, but they're in my head, but I just can't get them out. Does that make sense? Okay, so I found two bonus tips that I wanted to share. So first tip is to find 2 people that can help you promote your brand. So basically, like your influencers or your brand ambassadors or whatever you want to call them. I have 2 brand ambassadors. Shout out to Bree and Brittany Oman. Shout out to them. But those are my 2 influencers. They get 50% off, and they get free lashes every other month. So they've helped me a lot. Like, Bree has built my buzz on Facebook like a lot, and then Britt has filled it on Snapchat, and it's amazing. And she puts my lashes on her YouTube channel as well. I'll link her channel below. But yeah, like, they help me out a lot. So you want to get people that, first of all, make sure whoever you do get, that they understand it. Unless you are paying them, if you are paying them, tell them what their pay is, be clear about it, and make sure that they know exactly when they're going to be paid, how they're going to be paid, XYZ. Like, make sure that you are clear as day on what is going on. And if you're not paying them, same thing. Make sure you are clear as day that they are not being paid, but you get this, and this. Make it clear, you know. That's how, and this is your name on the line, not only as like, you know, not only as like a salesman, but just as a business person in general. Like, nobody wants to do business with somebody who is not clear with their intentions, or, you know, that's a bad review already. Because if you don't treat your people that help you out, if you don't treat your internal people the right way, of course they're going to speak out against you if something goes off. Like, if something goes off or something goes wrong, like, of course they're going to speak out against you and slander your name. And do you really want that? And you're just starting out in a business. So make sure that you make all your intentions clear. You state everything, you make it clear, make it clear, make it clear, and get regular people to do it. Like, get regular people to model your product. And I say this because I'm not hating on people who can get like Instagram models or like YouTube influencers or anything like that. I'm not hating on them that can get people to model their stuff. Like, I'm not hating on it at all. But a lot of those people do expect compensation. And if you don't have the certain compensation, you're taking money out of your business. Because say Instagram models like, yeah, I'll promote it for, you got to pay me like, I don't know what they charge, maybe like $1,000. You got to pay me $1,000. That's $1,000 coming out of your inventory. That's $1,000 coming out of your pocket, and you've only sold 3 lashes at $10. You don't have that money. You don't have any money. So you need to be frugal, but also, you know, as resourceful as possible. Use the people around you. You know, it doesn't have to be, and it doesn't have to be people that aren't your friends. You could totally use your friends. Like, just use your, whatever resources you have, just pull and pick from each corner and make it happen. That's literally what I did. Like, you just pull and pick from wherever you can, and then you just make it work. You build it up from there. You do what you have to do to make it last. To make yourself last, like spoiled milk. And my second bonus tip is just don't be afraid to invest. Don't be afraid to put money into it. If you see something online, for example, you order your lashes and you see something online that you want to sell with your lashes to add to it, like say for example you see, oh well, these right next to me, you see spoolies online, so like the little brushes, they could use these to, if they spray rubbing alcohol on them, they could use it to clean their mink lashes. Or if you see like, I don't know, like lash curlers or mascara that you can buy wholesale, things like that, or like, you know, little things that can accompany with your lashes. If you see things like that and you want to buy them, don't be scared to buy them. Like, buy that too. If you have the money and you can do it, be like, you know what? I want to add this to it because I feel like this will really enhance my customer experience and it'll set me apart from everybody else. Because yes, like, people think that selling lashes is an oversaturated market, and it's not really, me personally, it's not really oversaturated. It is, but then again, it isn't. It's like, is it oversaturated to where you can't do what you want to do? Or is it just oversaturated as in like, damn, everybody's doing it, you know? And it's all about how you look at it. So yes, it's an oversaturated market, but even if it wasn't, even if I was the only person selling lashes in the world, I would still want my product to stand out. Like, you have to make yourself stand out. So whatever you have to invest in to make yourself like, damn, like, yeah, homegirl over here, homegirl around the corner, she's selling lashes, but she ain't got these. Or homegirl over here selling lashes, but she ain't got lip gloss. Or like homegirl over here selling lashes and lip gloss, but she don't have eyeshadow. You got all those things to yours and make it like completely your own. And I think that's such the beauty of entrepreneurship using wholesale. I think that is so cool because everybody's stuff is not the same. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure the vendor I have, I'm pretty sure a lot of other people use my same vendor. And my stuff doesn't look like theirs. I'm pretty sure that they have different boxes than I do, or they probably have different labels and logos than I do, or they have, you know, like, or they pick different styles from me. Like, it's just so, like various. There's like the possibilities are endless. So don't be scared to invest money into it. If you truly believe in it, don't be scared to add more to your stuff to make yourself completely stand out from all the rest of the pack. Or even not even just money, investing your time. If you want to put more time into your business, if it's to the point where like you feel like if your business is taking off so well and you're like, dang, I still need to work my job, but I need to cut back on some hours to really focus in on it, do that. Like whatever investment you need to make for your stuff, make your investment. Like period. Don't let anybody stop you from making an investment into your brand. This is your baby.
This is your baby.
I don't mean to offend anybody who has like an actual baby. I love your baby. Your baby's really cute.
Hi, baby.
But this is your baby. Like your business is your baby. This is your little tax shelter. This is your little tax shelter. Take care of it. All right, guys, so we're almost at the end of this video, but I just wanted to quickly wrap this up by saying I totally believe in you guys. I know you guys can do it. I'm going to keep doing my lash business vlog. So this is episode 1. So this is basically episode 1. Get to the basics. Next episodes, future episodes, we're going to be like going through my inventory. We're going to be doing like day in the life, all that stuff. So I'm so excited. And then I also wanted to show you guys my business cards and my logo stickers. So these are my logo stickers. I don't know if y'all can see. Those are my logo stickers. This is just one sheet of them. The rest of the sheets are in there, but that's one sheet. And I got these on Etsy. I can put the link down below if you guys need to order some for your own self. But I ordered these on Etsy and they literally were so cheap. I got like maybe 6, 7, or 8 sheets for less than $50. So yeah, like they're super, super cheap and they're transparent. So you can stick them on pretty much any box design you have. You can stick it on there and it'll be seen. And they have like different design options and things like that on there. So I will link that down below so you guys can purchase them if you'd like. And then these are my cards. Those are my business cards. So I got these. I'm trying to cover the phone number. I want y'all calling me. I got these on, sorry, I don't even know how to cover it. I got these on Zazzle, and I got a box of 200 for about 30, 40 bucks maybe. I can't remember, maybe like 40 bucks. But I will link that down below as well. So you guys, if you guys want to start doing cards and things like that, let me know. But this is the end. We've reached our max limit. I know this video was kind of long but kind of short. I don't know how long this was, but I talked a lot. But I'm really excited for you guys, and I'm so happy that I was able to share this with you all today because I want to help other people like push their dreams, especially now we're in quarantine. Like I know so many people are wanting to start businesses and stuff because we're in quarantine. Like now you fully have a clear mind to really think about what it is that you want to do and how you want to do it. And I am just so excited to see everybody's progress. And I hope that I could at least reach and help one person achieve their lash business. And then also I almost forgot about my surprise. So I have 3 new lash styles. This one, I have no names for them yet, so we're gonna get some names popping. But this one's my 30 mm. Like This is my biggest lash to date. Like, I've had some pretty big ones, but like, she's big. And these are the ones I have on right now. Super cute. That's what they look like on. So they're super cute. And then these look like a style that I already have, but except this one is more like, this one I would say is a little more on the natural side of the one that I already own. But when we do my inventory video, I'm going to introduce every single lash to y'all and show y'all like each. We're just basically gonna go over all of it, so in the next business vlog. So this completes episode 1. I hope you guys learned a lot. I hope you guys enjoyed it and have fun with me today. This was a really cool experience for me to share this with y'all. So blessed and so grateful to be here today. So this is amazing. Do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, and hit me up on all social media platforms. They'll be at the end of this video as well as in the description box down below. Thank you guys so much. Bye.